Dance is one of the most ancient healing forms on the planet. It's being used in indigenous ancient cultures to harmonise when there was issues going on within the tribe, within the community. They would come together and dance, because when you're all moving together, you're harmonising and you remember that you're here together. There's these moments where you feel the whole dance floor begin to weave into one organism, one nervous system. They drop out of their head and into their body, and complete authenticity. Time, space, thoughts drop away, and it's one of the most exquisite things to witness ever.
So I went to this festival and I just stumbled into this thing called ecstatic dance. It was like the most liberating experience of my life. Whoa, what's going on here? It was so sick. There was no steps to follow. It was just music and movement. From that moment, I was hooked. I came into this journey because I thought it would be fun, but what I realized is that dance is a vehicle for healing, and it's a potent and fast vehicle for healing.
I've seen firsthand the healing power of dance, and I've studied in so many different healing modalities, and in my own experience, dance is, for my own self, being the most potent. But the hundreds of people that I've seen through the trainings and the thousands of people that I've seen through my dance floors, I've never seen people shift so much than through the medicine of dance.
The language of music was in me, and the dance training showed me that. I learned that I can help to curate such a phenomenal experience through sound. And learning how to DJ was one of the vehicles for me to do that. The first festival I ever played at in New Zealand, I had this huge mission with my deck stopped working and my laptop and all the things, and I stepped up, I played this set which I was super nervous about. I had no idea how it's going to be received. There was all these people dancing. But there was this one woman, and she was on the ground in the middle of the dance floor, bawling her eyes out. I was just like, okay, cool, I got you. I don't know what's happening here, but sweet. And she came up to me afterwards, and she said that was the most in touch with her body she's ever been in her life, and she was so grateful. That moment it clicked in my brain. I was like, whoa, this is not just about playing music. This is a frequency that people can tap into, and there is something special going on here.
The bigger vision for somatic dance and for the teacher trainings is to train people so that they can hold potent, deep, and safe dance space, so that no matter where people go in the world to a somatic dance, that they know that they're going to be held, by a really skilled facilitator and a really skilled DJ.
Sarsha asked me to come and help teach the DJ aspect of it from an embodied lens, because there's the DJing, which is about music, it's about loading playlists, figuring out how to make the speakers talk to the decks, what cables do I need. There's all this rational mind, but then there's also energetics, working with the elements. There's all these other bits and pieces around holding space that's so important.
The trainings are a deep dive into our bodies. Yes, on the somatic dance teacher trainings, you learn how to facilitate somatics. Yes, you learn how to DJ. But ultimately, you're repatterning your worldview and your belief system. What I've noticed is people leave with a greater sense of empowerment, a greater alignment to their authenticity, a greater sense of freedom in themselves and who they really want to be in the world.